conflict between Israel and Iran suddenly looks quiet. But in modern warfare, silence rarely means peace. So the real question is, has the war paused, or is something bigger coming? Over the past months, tensions between Israel and Iran have reached some of the highest levels in years. Military strikes, covert operations, and rising threats have kept the region on edge. Both sides accuse each other of aggressive actions, while their allies closely watch every move. Recently, the situation appears calmer. Fewer attacks are being reported, and the headlines have slowed down. But that does not always mean the conflict is over. In many wars, periods of silence happen when both sides are regrouping, strengthening defenses, or preparing new strategies. Despite the quieter headlines, several signals suggest the tension is far from finished. Military alerts remain high across parts of the Middle East. Intelligence agencies continue monitoring potential threats, and both nations are still strengthening their military positions. Cyber attacks and proxy conflicts also remain part of the ongoing struggle. Analysts generally see three possible outcomes. First, the conflict could escalate again through direct or indirect military actions. Second, tensions could continue through proxy groups across the region. Third, international diplomacy could temporarily reduce the risk of a larger war. To understand why this conflict remains so dangerous, we need to look at the strategic balance between the two countries. Israel has one of the most technologically advanced militaries in the region, including modern fighter jets, missile defense systems, and strong intelligence capabilities. Iran, on the other hand, relies on a different strategy. Instead of pure technological advantage, it focuses on missile power, regional allies, and asymmetric warfare. This difference in strategy means a direct war between Israel and Iran would not be simple or short. Another critical factor in the Israel-Iran conflict is alliances. Israel maintains strong strategic relationships with several Western countries, including military cooperation and intelligence sharing. Iran, meanwhile, has built influence through various allied groups and regional partnerships. Because of this, any direct conflict could quickly spread beyond just two countries and involve a much larger part of the region. One of the biggest challenges in predicting this conflict is how quickly situations can change. A single military strike, cyber attack, or political decision could rapidly escalate tensions again. That is why analysts continue to watch the situation closely, even during periods when the conflict appears quiet. So is the Israel-Iran war over? Not necessarily. What we may be seeing now is not the end of the conflict, but simply a pause between strategic moves. And in a region as complex as the Middle East, even a small shift can change everything. For deeper analysis on global conflicts and military strategy, subscribe to Strategic War Reports.